Hey everybody, this is Fully Off and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft on the Just Vanilla server. Right, I've done a bit more work on my ship, and you can see it behind me. It's starting to look a little bit like a ship, I think. I'm sort of starting to like it now. It's still hard work, but I'm sort of just about getting used to the fact that it does look like a ship. I've done a bit more work inside as well, and I'm going to show you. Now, I've got a mob problem on there because I've been neglecting torches, which is not a good thing. But we've had a few mobs on here. Look, I've had a skelly up here. Not quite sure how he managed to spawn here though. There's a torch right next to him. Let's grab a few torches down. So anyway, yeah, main deck, or the front deck, or whatever, main deck. Bridge, which I've still not done yet. This is going to be the last bit, the captain's quarters and whatever. I've decided to put a couple of fence posts there and open the trap doors. I think that looks brilliant. Actually, I'm very pleased with that. Really like that. And I've moved the stairs to below the decks. I'm not quite sure what I'll stick in here yet. It's some kind of storage maybe. So the stairs to go down below decks was here. I've now moved them over to the left and to the right, put a few trapdoors on because I'm worried about mobs getting inside and having a way with my villagers. So come down here, a bit of storage, then you're into the main trading hall, and I emptied pretty much all of these guys out, bar the 8 that we knew about and half a dozen farmers, and it's filled back up again. And I've got people in there I don't want. Bye. Do love that. Do love it. Waste disposal. But I've got a lot of villagers left in here that I need to trade with. I think I got a half decent one. What did I get? Mending 14. I've now got two mending 14s and a mending 10. And I don't see the point of keeping the 14s. But I've not unlocked any of the other trades yet, so maybe they'll have a decent other trade. I've lobbed another farmer in the bottom part of the farm there because they couldn't keep up. The farm's so efficient they couldn't keep up. I've not checked with the potatoes and the carrots yet, but we've got chests and chests full of food over there. I'm not going to be short of any food for ages, and which is great because it means that I can start trading with the farmers. Really got to get myself a pumpkin and a melon farm sorted out. What I think I'm going to do is, because of the problem we'll have with Hopper Minecarts only picking up 5 different types of fruit and veg, I might build another farm exactly the same as that, a little bit further over, like have a twin farm and join it with a bridge maybe at the top, and have pumpkins and melons at the top, and some more carrots and some more wheat, and maybe mushrooms in there and cactus, just something else in there, but have another tower with another minecart in it. That'll solve my problem, and I think that'll look pretty cool having 2 of them over there. Yeah. Anyway, what I want to do... we got little Lauren back. By the way, Shrek managed to sort out little Lauren. It was a bug caused by an add-on. What they call it? You put something on the server, a plug-in or something. Anyway, it went haywire, and we lost little Lauren and we lost Bob. We've got little Lauren back though. So Lauren, if you're watching, little Lauren's back and she's waiting there for you. But what I want to do today, I want to go over and start work on my guardian farm, which is there, which is just over there. And what I've got to do to start with is find the bounding box for it. So I'm going to run over there with a bit of stone. I think I might have enough. If not, I'll have to do something else. And then I'm going to fill the bounding box up with sand, pretty much what we did over there to make the dry dock, only on a bigger scale. I'm still going to use the sand pusher that I made for that, because the glitches with the slime blocks and the the redstone and sticky pistons. It's just a nightmare, and it takes about an hour to build. And by the time I built it, I could have probably filled half of it with sand. So I'm just going to use the smaller one that we made for that over there, which worked fine. And it takes about 5 minutes to build it, and then I can sit AFK and watching videos, which everybody likes. So to start with, I'm going to run over there and find the bounding box, which is easy enough for an ocean monument. It's just on the edge. I'm hoping I don't get beaten up too much by the Guardians. Bound to, aren't I? See, it's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Right, let me just jump back in my boat. Right, let's try again. Right, so it's just on the outside of the... we'll go out a little bit further than we need to, I think. So it's just on the edge of the temple. Torch on top of it. Don't want anything spawning on there, do I? Here they come. Quite a bit of a kick as well, aren't they, these fellas? Right place, right place. Right, so I'm going to do this around I'll do this around all of them. And then we'll join them all up, and then I can use that as a template to start throwing the sand in the middle. Right, so we've got the framing around the outside. I think we've even caught or we did catch. We caught another Guardian in a boat, but he might have got out. Anyway, that's I don't have to worry about that for the time being. Right, so we just need to stick the pistons down now. So we need something like that, and the main pusher piston, and we're going to need 15. I think it's only 11 or 12, but we'll stick a few more down, and put some blocks behind the back of these because I need some dust on it. All of a sudden, when they get going, they don't leave you alone. Right at the end here, we're going to need an observer. Something like that. And then a bit of dust. We're going to need to stick a repeater in, and I think we're going to need quite a long delay on this repeater because that fires twice, and I need to get rid of that. I need to negate that using a long repeater. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe I can't put it that far down. There's no point putting it that far down, is there? I can't push sand that far. You know, by now you'd have thought I'd have known that. We'll observe on the top of this fella, don't we? That's what facing that way. Then we're going to need a block. Peter. Dust. What repeater dust? What repeater dust? Right. We've got some sand now. Let's lob some sand down and see how far we can push you. I was finding without that repeater, it was pushing out so quick that it was breaking the blocks. It was turning them into falling blocks, block 39s or something. Right, so that's as far as you can push. So that's my limit. So this is where we're going to have the observer. And we'll just move it down. Once we've filled this quarter up or eighth up, we'll move it down and start again. Right, I've been sat here for about 30 minutes now, a little bit over, about 40 minutes, and I've done this little bit, and I'm sat there looking at myself. I've got my camera account up there. I'm doing a bit of a time lapse to show you how it's working, and it dawned on me that there could be a way, because at the moment the push limit of this piston is only 15. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So once it's pushed it this far, it pushes them out, but that piston won't push them any further. So I'm going to have to move all of these down and do it again, and then move them all and do it again and move. And I suddenly thought that there's possibly a way I can push all of the sand all the way down. Now I know Il Mango's done a really big and complicated piston pushing mechanism, but that involves budded slime pistons, budded sticky pistons, and it was prone to breaking, so I didn't want to use it. However, while I was sat up there looking through my camera account doing this, I thought that there could be a way that I can actually do this without all of that paraphernalia. So I'm going to give it a go and see whether we can get this bad boy working. So you're going to have to bear with me now, because it's an idea and I don't know whether it's going to work. So we'll give it a go, shall we? What's the worst that can happen? I hear you shouting. Well, the worst that can happen is I don't have any stone to start with. That's ridiculous. How can I be out of stone? Right, I'm going to have to go and get some slime. Have I got any sticky pistons? I have some sticky pistons. Yeah, I've got some sticky pistons. Right, got to grab. Just got to run over there and grab myself some slime blocks. Now, as I say, Il Mango's, although it was great, it relied very, very heavily on budded pistons, a budded system where the sand pushed along, and when it budded the sticky piston, which caused all kinds of redstone flammery going on. So, but that just got really complicated. So hopefully this will work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shall we try 7? Shall we try 8? Let's try 8. One of them. I want some redstone dust on top of that. I'll need a repeater set to 4, and then we'll have a sticky piston there with some slime on it. Now I'm hoping oh no, I'm in the wrong place. I need to go up one. See what I'm trying to do now, though? Maybe not. But I'm dead excited. I get dead excited too easily, if I'm being honest. I shouldn't get dead excited about this. It's a game, isn't it? It's only a game, so I keep getting told. It's just a game. It's not just a game. Oh, what do I want here? Sticky piston, don't I? Sticky piston. Slime. Okay. Let's set that to a few ticks to stop that from happening. And now when a sand block goes under there, it does that. So I'm hoping, let's fill these up a bit. Just a little bit. If I've got the spacings right. Oh yeah. That is phenomenal. I am dead pleased with that. And because it doesn't rely on budded pistons, this can't break. In theory. See the slime block grabs the sand, pushes it over, and then that piston pushes another block underneath it to here, and then the slime block pushes it. It's dead clever. I'm dead impressed. Right, so what I need to do now is do this every 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do this little mechanism every seven spaces. And that way we can go all the way down to the end. So instead of me having to move the entire mechanism down to do another section, I can do all of this, and I only have to move it 4 or 5 times, maybe 5 times, maybe a little bit more, but certainly nowhere near as many as I was going to have to before. Let's see if this works. If this works, then I'm just going to go back AFK and I'm going to be a happy bunny. Did I put enough ticks on this? No, I didn't. Because I remembered. Excellent. Come on, let's have you working. Yeah, I might. That could cause me a problem, couldn't it? When I'm AFKing. Least of my worries are at the moment. I'm sure I could sort that out with a few timing issues. Yeah. A few timing issues. However, this is working brilliantly. So I'm going to finish this off. I need to make some more pistons. I'm going to finish the entire run off and then get the pistons working at the back, and then we'll have a look at it. And yeah, Derek, I do love this game. Love this game. Right, I've been off and I've got myself some more pistons, which I've stuck all the way down there, and I need some way to activate them when the sand gets to the end. So we're going to use an observer. We're going to have that run into a bit of dust and a repeater. But I need to find out, actually before I put that down, let me just find out how far this signal will go before I've got to boost it again. So if I put that there, it's interesting. It gets to there. So I'm hoping if I stick a block there and punch that out, and then put a repeater in there, and then put a block above it with a bit of dust on it. Why is that not powering that? Ah, it is. It is. Right. How far will this go then? Same again. Underneath. Pop that out. Repeater. One of them. Bit of dust. Here's my old mate Papa Smurf. Hello Smurf, my old china plate. Nice to see ya. He's bought me. He's a top man. He's bought me some sand. Just what I need for this little escapade. One of them. One of them. Brilliant. I hope you don't want to talk to me. Do you want to talk to me, Smurf? I'm sorry, mate. I'm a busy man. I couldn't get much more busy. But you know that. You know that. Right, so that's that on. So there's something going on at the moment with the old redstone. Yeah, it's the thing on there, isn't it? That shouldn't be on there, idiot. Oh, that's that. So when the sand gets to the end, does that, everything pops out. Everything pops back. Perfect. Right. Let's get these repeater lines put in then, shall we? Right. Well, I've been AFK now for about. I started last night at about, I don't know, 11 o'clock, and the server reset a few times, and I did a bit more AFK this morning. So I think in total it's probably taken about 3 hours. And I've done a fifth of it. It pushes about 12 blocks and there's about 60 blocks across. So we have to do this about 5 times. So I've done about a fifth of it in 3 hours, which is not bad, I don't think. I have had a bit of help from Smurf and a few others. As long as Smurfster keeps bringing me sand, because I'm almost out again, but as long as he keeps furnishing me with sand, this shouldn't take that long at all. Now what I've got to do now, because I'm not using flying machines because they're glitchy and they're horrible and I don't like them. Certainly when I'm doing this I don't like them. I've got to move those few pistons there, that line of pistons there, over to here. And line them up down there. And I've got to move that line of sticky pistons and the observers and the like over to here. To the same place. So I'll do that now and then we'll carry on and hopefully this is not going to take me too long at all. Well, I've moved all the pistons over and all the pushers and everything else, moved them all over one and done a bit more filling, but I've run out of sand again and well, I've got two options really. I can try and find a desert, and I know there isn't one close. So that's probably not an option. Or I can just dig all of this out that I've already used, because to be honest, it's no good, you know, just sitting there doing nothing. So what I think I'll do is I'll dig all of this out and then I'll just use the sand that's there. A couple of reasons really. As I say, one, it's quicker than running off trying to find loads of sand, and B, it means at the end of it I won't have all of this area to dig out, which would be an absolute pain to do. So I think I'll dig that out now. But what that means is, everybody, it means that we're out of time for today. So I'd like to thank you for watching. It's been brilliant having you along as usual. If you have enjoyed the episode, please don't forget to leave it a like. And if you've really loved it, don't forget to subscribe for future videos. This is Fully Off, and I'm out of here.